Check, check. 1 2 1 2.
Check, check.
Mic check, mic check. 1 2.
Mic check, mic check. 1 2. Can you hear me?
What's going on, everybody? Here we are, back in studio for another episode of Make the Right Play. It's back to normal, baby. Kind of back to normal. We're back in studio. We got the coach, as always, on my left here. We got your buoy media hooking us up in the background. He's behind the camera, making everything work as usual. He's the best. We can't thank him enough. And coach, another year has passed. Here we go. 2 days away. 36 hours or so away from 2025. How you feeling, coach?
Well, I'm feeling much better from my surgery. I was able to get out of the house today.
I know, you're
and
in
come
studio.
into the studio, so I'm very happy about that. And I'm feeling much calmer than I was on Saturday.
Yeah.
I was like a raving lunatic.
I know, you were
Raging
fired. You were
lunatic.
fired up for that emergency episode. I came down the stairs and you were like, "We got to go live right now."
Well, I was not happy this weekend.
Yeah, you weren't happy.
I was not happy.
You weren't happy. You were turned off. You said that you wish you could go back and vote for Kamala, and the Democrats were right. That's what you were saying. You were like, I really wish that I could have just went and voted for Kamala Harris and been a socialist like they told me to. CNN was right all along. That's what you were saying.
No.
And it's unbelievable how
No.
quickly you turned your back on Trump.
Well, I feel much better because we saw Elon back down on how we have to have reform and make it more expensive for employers to use the H-1B visas.
Yeah.
So that did make me feel a little bit better. And I do have a feeling that Trump had a conversation with him and probably Vivek and said, listen, the H-1B visa situation, it's a big problem for middle-class Americans. And I believe that's why Elon backed off after saying that he was going to die on a hill for the visa program, okay?
He did. He said, "We're dying on this hill."
Yeah, I was really angry because I felt tricked.
Well, he's a foreigner.
Yeah.
He's
yeah,
a foreigner.
He sure is.
I mean, that's what it is. I mean, when push comes to shove, he's not from the United States. He's originally from South Africa. He's a foreigner.
Well, for me, MAGA, Make America Great Again, means America first.
That is what it means. That is what it
Okay?
means. Yeah.
And there's no evidence that they can't fill these jobs.
Yep.
They haven't shown any evidence while doing this debate showing, hundreds of thousands of great candidates coming in and making this huge difference. Like, it's just ridiculous. And it's just
Right.
like, it's not like, these jobs are going unfilled because they can't find the candidates.
Yeah.
These jobs are being filled with people overseas because of corporate greed. And it really upset me.
Right.
And,
Right.
I have to say, and I also got upset because they were using Democrat strategies to come after us and say, oh, if you don't believe in the H-1B visa program, it's because you're a racist.
Yeah, it's not about that. It's not
No.
about, the whole race thing. But I mean, in my experience, the Democrat will always, try to use some kind of warped view and try to make it into an issue that it's not. And this is an issue where it's like, listen, I want to make sure that we're employing Americans first. There's tons of Americans in this country that can do these jobs and can do these jobs well and perform well. And instead of doing that, we're going to be cheap and we're going to hand it off to, India for pennies on the dollar. And that's what it is. It's about making sure our Americans are taken care of first and they have jobs. Think about what the unemployment's like, right? Everybody talks about unemployment. We need jobs. We need jobs. Think about all the jobs that you would have and all the Americans that would be employed if you gave these jobs to Americans rather than outsourcing it to India or to China or to wherever, so you get cheap, pennies on the dollar type of employment. Like, that's what we're talking about. It has nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do with, we don't want foreigners. That's not it. I want to make sure that we're taking care of the Americans first and allowing Americans to get American jobs with American companies. So that way the economy will be better. People will have money. Salaries will go up. It'll be beneficial for everybody except for the big corporations that are going to have to pay it out.
Well, listen, the meetings that they're having in the back rooms, they're not discussing, oh my gosh, we have all these jobs that we need to fill and we just can't find anybody qualified for it.
Right.
The conversations are, how cheap can we fill these jobs?
Yeah.
They want to keep expenses as low as possible.
Right.
And be able to still get their product out, get the code out. And the thing is that I'm not putting up with this. The reason why I supported Trump for all this time is because I really want to go back to the way it was in the 90s, where
Right.
you didn't even have to have a college degree and you could still make a good living.
Yeah.
They had the Chubb Institute of Technology. You did not have to go and get a 4-year degree or a master's. And a lot of
Right.
the people from India, they'll go to a college in India over 70% of them don't have masters or PhDs.
No,
they're
they
not
don't.
bringing in the next Albert Einsteins. Give me a break.
And let me tell you something. You don't need a college degree to be able to answer the phone and have good customer service. You don't need that.
Right.
That's not something that it requires you to go for a 4-year degree and get $100,000 in debt. It's not. You know, you can go and take a telemarketing job and do basic customer service for Google and not need, you know, a 4-year degree for that. It's not that hard.
And
it
I
really
honestly,
isn't.
I felt like they were being prejudiced against Americans.
100%.
Because to call Americans lazy and to say that we're not smart, you know, there are a lot of not just white Americans, college-educated Black Americans, college-educated Latino Americans who could be doing these jobs and making 6 figures easily.
I like how you took the accent out there real quick when you said Latino. I noticed that. You stopped yourself too. You were gonna say it. You were gonna say it the white way, and then you were like, "Hold on, let me retract."
I was
and
gonna say it, and my tongue wouldn't let me say it the white way. My tongue wouldn't let me say it the white way is the problem.
My tongue had to bring it back.
No, my tongue wouldn't let me. When I tried to say, it wouldn't let me. It was like, no, Latino.
Yeah, that's right. That's what it was.
That's exactly.
It was your tongue. That's what it was. Okay, but anyway, yeah, no. So that was wild, and I'm glad that we came on because I know you were dying to get right into it.
I was so frustrated. I mean, and let's be honest too. It's not like it's immigrants who brought us all this great technology. It was Americans who made the great silicon technology. Like, it's just, I don't know, Carlos, on so many different levels, I was just going so crazy because I remember the way it was in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I see the way it is now, and I see what it's like for your generation. And when I'm having this fight, I'm not thinking about myself. I own a house. I'm living the American dream. I have a house with a pool. That's all I ever wanted my whole life was a house with a pool.
Yeah.
So I have that. I want my kids to be able to live better than me. That's the American dream.
That is the American
dream.
dream.
And if they're coming up with schemes where they can bring in foreign-born labor and, you know, really make them indentured servants and keep salaries down, you're never going to have it.
No,
so
you're not.
That's who I'm fighting for. I'm fighting for our kids and I'm fighting for our future. And I'm not going to stop.
Yeah.
And the other thing that made me mad is, oh, you're having a MAGA civil war. You're having a MAGA civil war. No, you know what the difference is? Is that in MAGA, make America great again, we debate. And it's a healthy debate. And you're allowed to disagree with people because you have to hear everybody's opinion and you get the best ideas that way.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I agree with listening to everybody's opinion. I mean, there's some opinions that I really wish people wouldn't say, but I agree with listening to everybody's opinions.
Well, it's okay to disagree with people, but the whole point is that you have to share ideas.
Yeah.
And you have to say, you know what, if we're going to make America great again, we have to get rid of H-1B visas. We can't keep them and keep America great again. And then Elon from South Africa and Vivek, I know he was born.
He's American.
Yeah, he was born here in the United States, but he dissed our whole culture and he called Americans all stupid and lazy.
But he didn't diss the whole culture because of him being, you know, Indian. He dissed the whole culture because he's a nerd.
An elitist.
He's a nerd.
He's a global elitist that are no good that's in the Democratic Party.
He dissed the whole country
and I don't
because
like that.
because and this, you know, when it really, if you want to really break it down, he dissed the whole country because he was a kid in high school that was like, you know, so into the books. He didn't have a ton of friends. He probably went to the prom. Nobody wanted to go to the prom with him, and he didn't have sex in high school. That's just the truth. That's what happened. I mean, if you want to break it down and like get to the nitty gritty of why he's such a bitter asshole, it's probably because of that. So it is what it is, and he's gonna continue to be a bitter asshole. But Trump is like, listen, man, we're not doing that. We're gonna take care of the Americans first. He's gonna take care of the Americans first. He did it the last time. He's gonna continue to do it. That's his policy. He knows his fans and his supporters, and he's gonna take care of them. I have no doubt in my mind. I have no way. I don't feel any sort of way where he's gonna, you know, screw everybody over to go hire foreigners.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. What did Trump say? Fight, fight, fight. And I will always fight for the Americans. America first, baby. MAGA. That's what it stands for.
MAGA,
and we're not going back.
Yeah.
And that's something we're not compromising on.
Yep.
All right? So just know I'll have your back and I'll keep fighting for our people.
We're not going back. We're not going back.
I will keep fighting for every American.
Yes. You
That's
do fight for every American. That's true.
I do, because I love Americans.
And you pray for every American.
And I pray for every American all the time.
Add that in there. You do. You pray hard. You pray hard. You got the book. You got your prayer book. And, you know, that's one of the things we've got to talk about. I mean, this has been quite the year.
Yes.
And I think one of the biggest things is I would say, at least for me and watching you throughout this year, is the dedication to the faith that you've kind of come upon, and using the faith as such a tool for you and such a way to, you know, connect with the world and grow as a person and as a leader and as your decision making. Like, you've been very strong in the faith. It's almost like you've you know, graduated from Padawan and Jedi Knight.
I think I have. Being 50,
Yeah.
you get a lot of wisdom in
Right.
your golden years.
Yeah.
And also remember, the beginning of the year, we always do vision boards. And my
Oh,
entire
fuck the
vision board is dedicated to the Lord Jesus Christ. Honestly,
Your whole
it
vision
is.
board
the
is.
whole vision
Yeah, the
board.
whole
And they
thing.
were all dissing my ass.
The whole thing.
They were all like, oh my gosh, look at that vision board. I said, hey, I have Jesus. I want to devote my life to Jesus.
Right.
But then I also had my career. My career did great this year, right?
Did you have your career?
Yes, I did. I had being an actress in New York. I had New York City on there. I said we love our moms who are actresses.
Did
I
you?
had that. Yes, I
didn't
did.
see that.
And then I had all the gold stars everywhere because those were going to be the gold stars on my dressing room. And who gave me my first dressing room this year?
Oh, you did get your own dressing
I
room
got
this
my
year.
own dressing room because I said on my vision board I want a dressing room. And
Yeah.
Elrico gave me a beautiful dressing room with my own bathroom
You
for the
did,
dance
you
scene.
did. It was a gorgeous
so let me
dressing
tell you
room.
something.
Gorgeous
Everything on my
dressing room.
vision board came true. But the number one person, the number one thing, the Lord Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, front and center, right on the
Yep.
top. Christ is King on my vision board.
It is right on the top. That
Right
is
on
true.
the top.
That is true.
So yeah, so maybe I did graduate. So maybe I felt hurt because I said, "Oh my gosh, I had so much faith." But that's why you can't put your faith in people. You can't. You can't. But I will be holding Trump's feet to the fire. If they do not put
Trump's
America
feet
first,
to the fire.
oh yes, he'll have to
It's
deal
not
with me,
gonna-
honey.
He's not gonna.
I mean,
He's
I
not.
know.
Just enough. It's not gonna fucking happen.
All
He's
right.
gonna hire Americans. It's America first policy. That's the
Okay.
whole point. Where's the hat? I should have brought the dark Gothic hat.
I
for
was so
frickin-
regretting buying those hats.
I know,
I
you
bought
bought the
him and my
Elon hat.
husband
You
the
bought the
Elon Dark
Elon.
MAGA hat for Christmas as a Christmas present. I'm ready to throw those things in a fire.
Yeah, you're
I
not
really am.
happy.
I'm so pissed right
It's a
now.
great
about
hat,
it.
though. It's baller. It's a baller hat.
Well, the whole show's supposed to be about a year in review, right?
Yes, it is a year in
but
review.
before that,
Before that, we got to use up 50 minutes talking about
we
what's going
need to
on now.
talk about something that's very important, and
So-
even one of our viewers brought it up.
Yes, I
And
see
as
it. I see it
usual-
in the chat. The chat's buzzing. Bella, what's going on? Taylor, what's going on?
Hi, Bella. Hi, Taylor. Well, we have to talk about the fog.
The
Do you
fog.
guys know what's going on with this fog?
The fog is.
You don't even know about the fog. Listen, when
Because
we brought
it's
up the
just-
UFOs
who
months ago,
cares?
we looked like a bunch of crackpots. Now we're on level 2, the
Well,
fog.
it's like you think we're living in a horror movie where like the fucking fog is gonna come. We're gonna grow warts on our face and then turn into
Well, why don't we show
Like,
the
what the
videos
fuck?
and discuss?
All right, clip one. Let's show the videos. This crazy fog going on. This is in Florida. Clearly, if you read the caption of the video. Yeah, I can hear it. I hear the crickets and I feel like I'm in a campsite. Look at that fog.
That looks like snow. I have not seen fog like that.
Guy's got to dust a little bit, eh?
It's really
It
weird.
is weird. It is weird looking. All right, well, so that's good with
All
that
right.
video. So let's bounce out of that.
Now-
so go ahead. No, please.
But the thing is that it's not just happening here in Florida. It's happening all over the country.
All over the country.
So let's show another place in the country where it's the same thing going on.
All right, clip two. This is everywhere.
So here we are, straight from the TikTok app. This is no editing, no nothing. My dog and I come out here every night for a walk.
This is in Wisconsin.
And I have this insane spotlight. What the hell is that? Now get over here right now. Hey. Now.
The whole video changes.
What the fuck is that?
What
Now,
the
come here.
fuck is that? And then it turns into like maybe an alien video.
Chill.
I know. Well, it looks like a deer, clearly,
Yeah,
to me.
it's like
I've seen
clearly
enough deer in the
a deer or
night.
like a moose maybe in Wisconsin. It's
Now.
up there, right?
Come here right now.
Yeah, so it's another crazy video, and then it's even happening in Connecticut.
In Connecticut, in our old backyard.
Of course, Bella, you were just talking about it. It's in Connecticut too. Let's show clip 3. I love the video. I love the fucking music.
I swear, I think I've driven down that street.
No, I swear, yeah, that's yeah.
I saw that
I've been on
blue-
that street 1,000 times. 1,000 times I've been on that road. I saw that road and I was like, God damn it.
Look, it's sticky.
It's sticky. Of course it is. It's about to go down. All right. Let's cut this video. Let's be done here. So
he thinks it's a joke. It's not
it
a
is
joke,
a fucking
Carlos.
joke.
Just
It's
like
a
you thought the
joke.
UFOs were a joke.
No,
and all of
I
a
didn't think the
sudden-
UFOs was a
you
joke.
did.
I said it was
Yes, you
aliens.
did.
I was all about the UFOs. But
And
this
I was
is
all about
bullshit.
the
This is
government
fucking
doing
fog.
something. I
It's
kept
fucking
saying, Carlos,
fog.
it's a government.
Come
it's a
on,
government.
coach.
It's a government.
Coach,
Isn't
it's
it the
fog.
truth, though? Come on,
It's
you fool me. Remember, I was like, it's a
fog.
government. It's a government. And then you're like, oh, come on, give me a break. Give me a break. And now the fog.
What, with the drones?
The fog. You know, why do you think the fog is here?
Because
You
it's
tell me,
fucking
what do you
wet.
think?
I don't know. It's wet. It's probably fucking raining. Who cares? I mean, come on. Like, honestly, the fog is. It's wet moisture in the air. The fog is a cloud that's hovering over the ground. That's what it is. Like, that's science.
That's not a
I'm
fog.
telling you, it's
because
fog.
of a cloud. You know what
It's
that
from-
is?
it's from the-
Do you know
it's
what
from the
that
cloud.
is? That's because they want to hide the drones.
See, Raven said if you hold a flashlight out at the fog, it's rain particles because it's a cloud. That's what it is. It's a cloud. That's what it is.
No, it's not. It's a way because they're trying to hide the drones because everybody had so many
Because they're
drone
trying to hide
videos.
the
They're
drones?
trying to hide the drones.
Oh my God! Come on.
They are because they know that we're onto them. They know that we're onto them with the drones. So now they're trying to hide the drones from us. So they're using the fog, the fake fog.
What have we become?
What have we become? Truth tellers, honey.
Truth tellers. Truth tellers. Jesus
I'm telling you, that's what the fog is.
It's fucking fog. That's what it is. It's a cloud, Ma. It's rain particles.
No.
Exactly. It's from the
No.
cloud. The cloud hovers over the ground. We even went over this in 5th grade science with the types of clouds.
I've
the
never
cloud
seen
is
fog
on the
like
ground.
that. Sticky,
I'm telling
smelly
you,
fog.
a sticky,
It's even happening in the
smelly
UK.
fog.
It's even happening in the UK. They said that they have fog in the United Kingdom that they've never had before in their
Well,
lives.
show clip 4. It's even in Toronto. We could show clip 4.
in
Look,
Canada.
it's everywhere.
Okay. It's the globalists, honey. It's the
Because
globalists.
it only rains in the United States, apparently.
Like,
Look,
this
in
is fucked
Toronto.
up. It smells.
I don't remember fog if it's
Some
smelling
shit.
weird.
I remember smelling some weird fog.
What, like a fart? We're talking about fog,
No,
not farts.
I smell some weird
What weird
freaking
smelling
fog
fog?
sometimes. Yeah, in Vermont, it's wet. It's fucking wet as shit. That's what it is. I don't know. I think it's radioactive material from the dronescapes.
Maybe it is. Listen, we need all thoughts on this, viewers. We need your input.
I don't know.
Because this
I
is
don't
not
know.
normal for
It-
people in the UK to be freaking out over fog. People in Toronto, people in Wisconsin having the same exact fog-looking materials in Florida. That doesn't make sense.
It's wet, man. Water's wet. Last time I checked.
It's to camouflage the drones.
To camouflage the drones.
It
Well,
is.
everybody's starting to see the drones now. The drones are everywhere. I mean, you have people in Jersey seeing the drones. You
Not
got people
anymore.
in Brantford seeing the drones.
Not
Just
anymore.
today, I heard that the drones were on site.
Have you seen any drones lately? I
The,
said drones.
the drones are everywhere. Jake Judd sending me videos. I got videos on my phone just the other
Recent?
night. He said, just the other
Oh.
night. He's like, look, the fucking drone. He's sending me drones all the time. This guy's all over it.
Well, maybe that's why they sent up the fog.
There's
so they'll
drones
stop
everywhere.
sending
They're
you
still
videos.
around. Just people don't give a fuck anymore. That's what it is. People just don't care.
Oh my gosh.
They decided it's like, well, if the government's gonna kill us with drones, who cares? That's what they decided because that's how those people are. They're just like, who cares?
I have to be
Call it
honest
a
with
day.
you. I'm very concerned, and I don't like it.
I don't know,
we'll
Coach.
move on.
I don't know,
So,
Coach. Well, we don't have to move on from. What do you think? What do you think the fog is? What
I
are
already told you.
the contents of the fog? Do you think it's like
It's
poison?
like some kind of carbon or whatever that they're using in order to hide the drones from the view
Look,
of the American people.
Raven just saw one now. Drone. Madison,
well,
Connecticut.
is it foggy?
Is it? Is it foggy? Come on, Coach. No,
Well, that's what I think, and I stand by it. I don't trust the government at all. I really don't.
you don't trust the government.
And just like I said that those drones were the government, it's come out it's the government.
Yeah.
Now, I'm telling you right now that I think they're putting this fog out there.
Mm-hmm.
They're putting something into the environment to prevent people from seeing what's really going on.
yeah. I
Or
guess.
shooting them down. Because they're probably concerned because there's some crazy people now that are like, that's it. A drone comes over my house, I'm shooting it.
Well, I saw some video the other day of a U.S. fighter jet flying around following a drone.
Really?
Yeah, I saw one that they
Why
were
didn't
flying.
you bring it for the show?
I think it got taken down before I can clip it, but I saw it on
You see
TikTok.
anything like that again, you record it.
I record it. All right,
Yes.
I'll screen record. I'll have to screen grab it next time. But yeah, no, they're starting to engage the drones a little bit, I think.
Well, I don't know. We'll have to see.
But who knows? I mean, the drones, I swear, are U.S. tech, so I don't know what they're doing with it. Maybe they're just like trying to see what the flight patterns are or something. I'm not sure. What do we got there?
Gabe says it's
chemicals?
cancer.
It's cancer
Oh,
chemicals?
look, Christiane said she wishes she could attach her friend's video.
Oh.
Christiane, of a drone
Of a
or
drone or the
of
fog,
a fog?
Christiane? What do you got for us? Anything good there? Anything good? I don't know. But what
Look,
is,
metallic stuff. She watched a crazy scene with all metallic stuff on cars. What's up with that? What's up with that?
metallic stuff on cars? What
Yes,
is that?
because that's the chemicals that they're using
to
create
poison
the
us
fog.
with the fog?
To create the fog. I think that the poisoning and the smell and the stickiness is a
Just a side effect?
side effect, like a residue.
So
or
why do you
whatever,
think they made the fog just to hide the drones?
just to hide the drones? I don't think they're trying to poison everybody. I think they're just trying to hide
So we're
what
going
they're
back
doing
in
the
time. We're
skies.
going back in time here, right? So we're going back to the drones. What the fuck are the drones? What's the point of the
I
drones?
told you it's a military. I told you about the sponsor at the West Point game that they had a commercial where all the drones came
Yeah,
out
but
of the
this
ocean.
is
and-
way too long of a military exercise. A military exercise doesn't last a whole month and a half. So what are they doing with that?
When Papa was training to go to the Panama Canal, they actually, when he was in the Panama Canal training to go, because he originally was supposed to go to Normandy.
Yeah.
They trained for like 6 months.
Yeah, but not a whole not
these
one at one
drones-
time.
Well, I don't know. He's not here, but you train for months. When you're doing a mission,
Right.
And if this is a huge mission, I could easily see them training for months and months and months.
But it's not. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense for it to be a military exercise. Like they have to be looking for something.
I don't think they're looking for anything. I think it's a military exercise.
You really but this is too long. This is too long for a military exercise to just be freaking flying around.
Well, I don't
Just doesn't
know.
make any sense.
I don't know, but listen, let's talk about all the plane crashes and the close
All right, you want to
calls
switch
going
to the
on.
holiday travel?
I'm ready to switch
Let's switch
because
to the
we're never
holiday
gonna
travel.
agree.
All right, so
You know how I feel.
this is something that I actually really wanted to talk about because I thought it was just that very, very, very abnormal. Once in a while, you get like a plane malfunction where it's just like, oh man, that fucking sucks. Like you were on that flight that had a plane malfunction, right? It's just something that, Superman says it's the safest way to travel, right? Is by plane. So now it's been a week, and in a week, we've had 4 massive plane incidents. 4.
Yep.
In a week, and that's just not regular. And Boeing is having a really shitty year. Talk about somebody who's had a really bad 2024.
Oh, I know.
It's fucking Boeing.
It's even worse
Terrible.
if you're a Boeing whistleblower.
Yeah, I know. Like it's just a bad year. It's a bad year to be a Boeing guy. So they're suffering, as everybody knows. And that video in South Korea
Oh, it
was just
awful.
unbelievable.
Awful. We have to show everybody that.
You want to show that
Yeah,
video?
I wanna
All right.
show it.
Here we go. Let's go. Clip 5 to the death scene. It's brutal. How did this? I don't know how that happened. Did you hear the guy? Did you hear the guy taking the video?
What did he say?
The guy in the video just goes, ooh. As he's filming it, he just sees it go up in flames. He's like, oh, like that just sucks. Like that's just brutal.
That's terrible.
That's brutal. 179 done.
It's really such a sad,
It is.
sad occasion.
It is. And that
Especially
was
around the holidays.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
probably holiday travelers. You got to think, right?
And it's so weird because last week I'm sitting in the family room and I'm watching plane after plane after plane taking
Yeah.
off. And I had such a feeling in my heart for pilots and for the flight attendants that I had to do a TikTok about it. And
Yeah,
I had
you
to
did.
thank them for all their hard work, that they're the ones who are responsible for bringing families together for the holidays.
Right.
And then to see all these accidents,
Yeah.
it's just really heartbreaking.
It's a stressful job. It's no joke. It's no joke. It's a
And
stressful
it's not just
job.
in Korea. Show them the other videos of what happened in the Canada one where the thing went on fire.
Oh my
I
goodness,
mean, it's a
Air
miracle.
Canada.
A miracle.
Air Canada is a big disgrace, though. I mean, they've always been a disgrace. But let's show that next clip. 6, yeah. Look at this.
Oh my gosh, I would probably be vomiting.
Everything was fine until we actually touched down. So in the first second or two we're touching down, it was fine. Like, it was normal, a little bit rough. And
A little
then
bit rough.
the plane started vibrating like horribly. Not like anything normal when you land. It was, there's something wrong here.
You think?
And then after about 2 seconds of vibrating,
man, look at
half
that.
of the plane
Look at
dropped
the way
down
that
and
plane.
we were sliding
They're
on a wing.
so lucky to be alive.
Yeah, they really
My
are.
thought
They
then
are
was,
so lucky.
well, I hope this doesn't explode because
Yeah, no shit. That guy's
Something
probably
like
high
that
as a
catches
kite. All right,
fire.
we're done with that guy.
goes and
What
bumps
an,
into
what an
anything,
idiot,
or
man.
the fuselage
Well,
gets
he's probably a
cut up
bit
and
shocked.
fuel
He's
starts
fucked
leaking.
up. He's fucked
It's
up in
never
this
good.
interview. Look at him.
Never good.
Yeah, never good. Never good. I'm going to go light my next joint. That guy's fucked in that video.
And that pink hat.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy's fucked up. Like, oh, man.
I mean, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Another situation where during the holidays, you have all this air travel and
Right.
you have another catastrophe, honestly, averted this time.
Yeah, thank
averted.
God. Barely. I mean, honestly, that plane like hits the ground right there and you roll, it's over.
It's over. You're dead.
over. Calling it-
You're dead.
calling it
They're
a
so
day.
lucky that they're alive.
Yeah, it's for real. I really feel bad. I mean, it's really sad. And it's you know, then you have the KLM one.
Oh
where they
my
just
gosh.
slid off the runway. Thank God that plane stayed alive too.
Yeah.
We got to show that one. Let's go clip 7. The runway here. Oh, they just slid right on the grass.
This is the one I sent you one when you saw them going down the slide.
Oh, going down the slide.
Where you see the whole plane, and they were coming down that slide so fast because
Yeah.
you could tell that they were
They
terrified.
had to get out of there.
Absolutely terrified.
Right.
I mean, this is a lot.
Yeah.
And then today, I see that Gonzaga, the whole basketball team almost got killed.
Well, that was just out of stupidity, though. That wasn't a plane issue.
No.
That was the towers filled with a bunch of idiots, and the pilots were a bunch of idiots. They
Yeah.
were probably stoned getting on that flight and flying it out.
You
Because,
think
oh my
so?
gosh, yeah. I mean, flying out of Washington, Seattle, you're probably fucked up. But I mean, like, you know, you're that plane. You got to show this video. Let's go clip 8 here. This was just like total stupidity right here. Nothing. Oh no, this was another banged up right here. Listen to this bang. This is a crazy bang right here on this flight. And I love the captain. This is midair. And then the captain's response at the end, too, right here is just perfect.
As we're coming back to Los Angeles, we continue to have the fuel problem. But on the way below 10,000 feet or so, which is about 4 minutes before landing, our left engine decided to quit.
Just nonchalant.
But the right engine was great. We had a nice, eventful, nice, smooth landing. So I've been flying 35 years. This is my first engine failure.
Holy shit.
That's a very rare situation. 23,000.
Just unbelievable. All right, we can cut the video there. That's good, but yeah, no, that was unbelievable. All right, show the clip 9. This is the Gonzaga flight. This was just stupidity. This right here is just brutal. Watch, because that plane's still going, and they're screaming at him to stop.
Delta. Look at that.
Ooh.
That came so close to killing all those basketball players because they were in the small plane.
Yeah.
Delta sucks.
Wow.
My husband thinks Delta's the best. My opinion is I like American Airlines.
American
but my husband
sucks
goes
too,
Delta,
though.
Delta. Look at that. Delta almost killed the whole Gonzaga basketball team.
Well, American blew it on Christmas Eve. They had to ground all their flights because they're
For
such a
an
disgrace.
hour. It was 1 hour.
Dog
and everybody
shit. Coulda
was
fucked
delayed.
up everybody.
Everybody was delayed on that.
Just terrible.
Oh, please. I like American.
American sucks.
American Airlines. No.
Not a fan of American, to be honest with you. I don't think American's that great. But yeah, that was just stupidity. That wasn't a plane issue. That was just being an idiot.
No,
But
it was-
I mean, yeah, it's it's very interesting of all these travel snafus. I think I don't know if it's I could see the face on you that you thinking it's like on purpose, that it's some sort of conspiracy theory why all the planes are failing, but it's not. It's just Boeing needs to figure it out.
Honestly, I do feel.
Yeah, see, here we go. I saw it coming from a mile away. So
I
tell me
do
how the U.S.
feel-
government is killing Americans
Because the
using
U.S. government
the
is
planes.
not holding them up to the right standards. And they have the whistleblowers, and every time somebody tries to blow the whistle, they get killed. Or actually, they have suicide. Everybody who blows the whistle on Boeing commits suicide, apparently. But it's a problem, Carlos. It is a severe problem.
So
and people get paid off. There's so much corruption.
So what do you mean? Do you think that like they killed a bunch of whistleblowers that were on those planes that they crashed?
No, the Boeing whistleblowers who
Right.
said that there are a lot of problems with
Yeah.
the equipment.
Yes.
The minute that they blow the whistle and says there are problems with the equipment, they end up dead.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying that the government is turning the other cheek, is like turning a blind eye and not doing their job and making sure that this equipment is being maintained and manufactured properly. I feel that people are getting
The
paid
FAA.
off.
Right? Isn't that the FAA does that?
Maybe,
right?
or whoever
think so.
inspects the equipment. The point
Or
is that
National
everybody knows that
Transportation
Boeing
Safety
has
Board.
problems, and every time somebody goes to complain about it, they end up dead.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's a coincidence. And I think that now it's coming to say, oh, look at this. The person wasn't crazy. The person didn't commit suicide for no reason. Like, these are some serious issues, and the quality of the people working in the government and making sure that they're doing the right thing for the American people is really a problem.
Yeah. Well,
So that's my opinion.
like what's the like the latest like equipment complaints though? Like I haven't seen any like real thing on Boeing in
Well,
quite a
I don't
while.
have any information offhand, but I do remember months ago the Boeing whistleblower committing suicide, and then another Boeing whistleblower in a parking lot committing suicide. Like,
Yeah.
it's actually, I think there were at least 2 of them this year that were whistleblowers who committed
Well, remember
suicide.
the door that fell off the Alaskan Airlines plane. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was this year too, when the door just completely fell off, and the poor guy's like in the chair, he's getting like sucked out, and he's like holding on, and you just
I
see him.
shouldn't be laughing 'cause it's not funny.
no, it's serious. Like he's like holding on, and he's getting sucked out of the plane. I'm like, this fucking guy, man, this sucks. I felt so bad for him, but that was for real. Like he's holding on for dear life. That was
Well,
an
we're
intense
hoping
video.
to make America great again and
Yeah.
actually, do the job of inspecting the airplanes from now on.
I
And
hope
hopefully
so.
people won't get
I
paid
hope
off to
so.
cover it up,
Yeah, I mean, the National Transportation Safety Board will definitely be taking a look at that for sure,
They have
and
to.
being like, "Listen, what the fuck, man?
You
this is
didn't
too
happen
many
to
times."
you didn't happen to have the video of the Spirit Airlines pilot. Did you happen to download
No,
that
I didn't.
one?
I didn't download that one. I thought we were gonna use it, so I kept it. But I thought that one was pretty good with the pilot saying like, the
Yeah.
engine failed, but it
Well,
is
that's
what it is.
because they have to be cool as a cucumber. I mean,
Yeah.
a pilot, honestly, you have to be one of the smartest people in the world to be a pilot.
Right, to not
and
panic.
you have to have like that calm under
Yeah,
pressure.
totally.
So if we could still have American pilots, I think we could fill a couple of IT jobs with Americans too. You know,
I
what
know,
I'm
for
saying?
real. I
If
mean,
we're
come
smart
on.
enough to be
Come on,
pilots,
guys.
I think we can handle IT.
I think we could do IT
I mean, give me a
and
break.
doing telemarketing jobs and
It's
and,
so
and,
ridiculous.
answering phone calls. Well, before we start really wrapping up 2024, there was a couple headlines in here that I see you added in here you wanted to talk about.
Well, I was really surprised that the New York Post today said that the Prime Minister rejected the peace proposal floated around by Donald Trump to end the war in Ukraine, because that's another disappointment. If we can't stop that war, I'm going to be devastated.
We're going to stop that war.
Well,
We're going
I
to stop
hope
that
so.
war. I say January 21st. That war
Well,
is
they
over.
said that Trump is being convinced that he still wants Ukraine to become part of NATO.
No, I don't think he does.
I hope not.
I don't think he does. Who
really-
said that? Which ex person said that Trump said
No,
that he
the
wants to be on
foreign
that?
minister, Sergei Lavrov, said Moscow was appalled over reports that Trump and his aides were considering pushing a peace deal that would keep the door open for Ukraine to join NATO.
Hmm.
That's terrifying to me, because that's another thing that I'm like, oh gosh, I can't take another.
Ukraine can't be in NATO.
They
It
can't.
just doesn't make any sense.
They can't be
it's
in
not,
NATO.
It's not the right move.
And
You
Russia
have to
was
let-
appalled.
Yeah, well, I would be appalled too. But I just listen. Let's just see what happens when he becomes president.
I know.
We have to stop playing the what if game. We're 3 weeks out. We're 3 weeks out from Inauguration Day. Let's just wait and see what happens. It's going to be a very busy day, January 20th.
I really hope so.
He may do like an expedited inauguration. They may not even do the whole ceremony. Like he may be like, let's just put the hand on the Bible. Let's get it going. I got stuff I got to do. I don't even think he's gonna do the big parade as he usually does. Like I just think he's gonna be like, we got to get moving.
No, I
We
think
gotta
you
get
have
moving.
to do the parade. You know how many people are going to go there to that inauguration?
Yeah.
You know?
I think there's too much work to be done, and who knows? I mean, maybe he's got to go to Trinidad now. I mean, I see this this thing here. Trinidad and Tobago declared a state of emergency because people are just killing each other like it's sport.
It's crazy
Like,
there.
what the fuck?
I know. I mean, that shocked me because it's like there's chaos all over the world.
Yeah.
So please, everybody, we got a couple of days
Oh, here
left,
we
right?
go.
36 hours. Everybody,
Tell them what they need to do.
You need to pray. You need to pray.
You need to
And
pray.
when 2025 starts, I hope that everybody finds it in their heart to maybe do a fast.
Yep.
And to pray and to really consecrate your relationship to Jesus.
Oh,
Thank
look
you so
at your
much,
buoy.
Lord,
Your buoy.
woo!
That's it right there. Producer, for the sake of his sorrowful passion, right there.
Yes.
Let's read that. Read that line. For the sake of his sorrowful passion.
You want me to do the...
do the real quick. Just one line. We don't have time for the whole 30 minutes, but let's just do one line real quick.
One line. You know why? Because the kids make fun of us all the time. Because you have to, it's almost like you pray it like a rosary.
It's a 30-minute prayer. Let's not dick around.
It's 20 minutes.
It's 30 minutes.
The rosary's 30 minutes.
And
but you say, Eternal Father, I offer you the body and blood, soul and divinity of your dearly beloved Son, our Lord Jesus Christ, an atonement for our sins and for those of the whole world.
there you go.
And then 10 times you say, for the sake of his sorrowful passion, have mercy on us and on the whole world.
It's a great line.
Right? For the sake of his sorrowful passion, have mercy on us and on the whole world. And you do that for 5 decades, 10 times. And then after you say, Holy God, Holy Mighty One, Holy Immortal One, have mercy on us and on the whole world. Holy God, Holy Mighty One, Holy Immortal One, have mercy on us and on the whole world. What is it?
Dad commented it on the...
Dad? Well, because we pray it.
Oh, it's too good.
But it says, Eternal God, in whom mercy is endless and the treasury of compassion inexhaustible.
Yeah.
Look kindly upon us and increase your mercy in us,
Right.
that in difficult moments we might not despair nor become despondent,
Mm-hmm.
but with great confidence submit ourselves to your holy will, which is love and mercy in itself. Amen.
Amen. Coach, leading
And
us
your
in prayer
buoy,
live
thank
on
you
the
so
show. Your
much.
buoy having the book ready to go. That's what I'm talking about. This is the crew. This is the crew here. You gotta love that. That's what I'm talking about here. And just now speaking of why we need to keep praying. President Biden on Monday announced a new $2.5 billion military aid package for Kiev, Ukraine, spending all remaining congressionally approved Ukraine Security Assistance Initiative money before leaving office next month. So all the money is in play now. He's pushed all the cards on the table. He said, here's another $2.5 billion. Get it done.
Because they're laundering money. They have
Yeah.
to get the last bit of money
Right.
that they can get.
They got to try to move all that cash quickly.
Take the money and run. Right? What's that song? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Go, take the money and run. That's
Yep.
what they're doing right now.
Yeah.
And who cares how many people have to die so
Yep.
that they can be rich? This world is so evil.
Yeah.
We have got to pray. Because it is just everywhere you turn around. It's hard not to have an anxiety attack every 5 minutes.
Well, you get anxious about anything. I'm just getting worried for when you decide that the birds are really drones spying on us. That's going to be the next big one.
Well, did
when
you see they did show a bird?
Holy shit!
They did show a bird
Oh, my
in China
God.
that looked exactly like a bird, and it was a drone. Just saying, look it up for yourself. Well, anyway, I know this is the show. We're finally getting to
drones.
Carlos's show.
The
Let's talk about the
drones,
biggest
frickin'
stories of 2024.
No. I mean,
The
listen,
biggest
Coach.
ones.
There's a lot of big stories in 2024. There's a lot of
What's
big
your
stories.
favorite?
My favorite one. The one. Are we talking just that we've covered?
I just want you to say your favorite story of 2024.
I loved the government was controlling the weather story.
It's true.
I have to
They
say,
were
I think that
controlling
was
the
the
weather.
best. That was like the straw that's the domino that started it all. I thought.
And look, we're even to the last episode of 2024. We're
fog.
talking about how they're doing
They're
the
co-
fog
they're controlling
to
the
cover
weather.
up the drones
It's true.
flying in the air. It is true.
It's true. I mean, there was a lot of great stories, I really love doing, but I think the most influential story that we did, and I think everybody could agree with, is the fall of the mainstream media, that people are done listening to the CNNs, the
Yeah.
CBSs, the ABCs, even Fox. Like all those big channels and all those big corporations and companies, people are done with the bullshit and done with the lies and done with the deceit that the media is feeding everybody.
It's true.
And these alternative forms like us, like Make the Right Play, like the Joe Rogan Experience, like Russell Brand's show, like Redacted, like Michael Savage's podcast.
Steve Bannon's War Room.
Yeah, like there's so many great, the Charlie Kirk show. show. There's a lot of great alternative media out there, and I think that it's really educated a lot of people, and a lot of people are getting turned off because even the libs, and the libs are very brain dead. They're very dumb people, but even they are like, oh man, that really doesn't make any sense. Like these guys are really full of shit. Hence why poor Anderson Cooper's out of a job now. Like all these big guys are done. Don Lemon. Like,
right,
these
Chris
guys are done.
Cuomo on the News Nation now, leaving CNN years ago. But still, like, the mainstream media is cooked. They suck.
It's over for
You
them.
got to show the video, though.
What? Oh, the Joe
The
Rogan?
Don Lemon, no.
Oh, the Don Lemon, yeah.
The Don Lemon.
All right, let's show clip 10.
Did you seen this crazy interview where Don Lemon interviews some dude on the street?
No.
The guy's telling Don Lemon, I don't trust all these sources you're saying. This is so crazy.
Who is the real president-elect, do you think?
Donald Trump, I believe.
Democratic lawmakers in Washington are calling Elon Musk President Musk now.
What? Wait a second. No one said that.
You need to read the news like I read the terms and conditions.
ABC News, New York Times, we don't trust any of that anymore.
Well,
we are the ones that own the news now. People trust me. They don't trust MSNBC because I care and I'm actually one of them.
Dude, that is incredible.
Yeah. It's true.
What's so funny, though, when you think about independent media?
What is that?
Would you ever see anybody on CBS, NBC, ABC wearing an elf costume?
Well, I mean, I wore a Santa hat for the last 2 weeks. Yeah.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Like
we always have Snoopy and all of our shows. It's so funny. But honestly, Joe Rogan, who's dressed like a clown, actually has the most influential and
like
important
a clown's
stories.
a little rough, a little harsh. But
Well,
that's
I mean, he's just like
fair
an
enough,
elf. Like,
fair
he's being
enough.
funny. He's a
He's
comedian.
being
But the
festive.
point is that he has the most honest information.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the real media are the biggest liars.
Yeah, they've always been, though.
But they're busted now.
They've always
And you know
been.
what really exposed them? Was after that debate.
Yeah.
Because for years they kept telling us, Joe Biden, he's the smartest man in the room. Joe Biden's running the country.
That was a huge
After that
one.
debate,
Yep.
you could literally see their faces. And it was like, dude, it's over. Nobody believes you anymore.
Yeah.
For years, you were telling us that this guy had it all together.
Yep.
And clearly, and now they're trying to tell on themselves because they're trying to get some
No, they
credibility
are.
back.
They are trying to tell on
Yeah.
themselves. Yeah, the New York Times were the first ones to be like, "Yeah, listen, we all lied to you. Like,
Yeah.
we all knew that he was full of shit and he was a mess, and we lied."
Because they want credibility back.
And it's over.
And it's not going to happen. It's over.
Yeah.
You cannot, one thing I've learned is that you cannot make such a huge withdrawal on trust and then think that you're just going to get it back. Like, that's something that if you take out $10,000, you got to build back your trust one penny at a time.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody has an affair in a marriage, I'm sorry to have to go, but you cannot just get your trust overnight. It's like you're done. You're back at zero. You're deficit spending. You have to rebuild that trust over years and years and years. And the mainstream media, I'm sorry, but I don't see them coming back for any time soon. Do you?
No.
I'm
No, I
sorry
don't.
you said, I know that
No, I
analogy.
don't.
I know doesn't make certain men
No, I
happy,
don't.
but or women. Women cheat too.
I don't. No, I don't see that coming back at all.
No, it's not going to come back. And the thing is that they're trying to tell on themselves, but it's like, listen, you ruined it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, they ruined it big time. It's all, they're all set for that. So I think the media is done and people know it, and they're turning to different forms. And
I mean, people literally saw Donald Trump an assassination attempt, and they didn't even report it.
yeah.
Like, they literally tried to kill a presidential candidate,
Right.
and they didn't even report it, and we still have no idea who this guy is.
Yeah.
But then one of our other big stories, Luigi.
Yeah.
We knew his whole life story in about a day.
Yeah, instantly.
Instantly, we knew
Instantly, yeah.
everything.
Right.
Everything about him. And then they're so appalled because some people feel that he's a hero. And
Yeah,
other people,
well, those
like,
are just-
I don't think it's right. You can't just go and start killing people in the streets.
Yeah.
You can't.
You can't. No,
But
I agree.
look at these
But
numbers.
people support it, so. it is
When
what
you
you're gonna get.
have, Carlos, listen to this. In 2006, what do you think the healthcare insurance premium was? In 2000,
What was it?
$6,000 a year. 2003, $9,000 a year.
Yep.
2006, 11. 2009, 13. By the time you get to 2024, what's the average family health insurance premium?
What is it, Coach?
$26,000 a year.
Wow.
That's a 342% increase since 1999.
Yep.
Why do you think the guy got shot? Honestly, you can't rake people over the coals and then with Obamacare force people to buy insurance.
Yeah.
You have to have insurance. You can't say, listen, I opt out.
Right.
So now you force everybody to buy insurance and it goes up 300%. That's bullshit.
It is bullshit. It is 100%.
You know? And
100%.
that's why that guy got killed.
Yeah.
Because he's taking advantage of people.
Right. No, you're 100% right. And the insurance companies, you know, they've been very greedy. Honestly, I mean, if you want to look at the numbers, the biggest changes started happening, you know, 2009, 2012. You know, everybody knows what came into act then.
The Obamacare.
The Obamacare. That was when everything like really was like, we're going to, you know, we have to change everything. Because there was a lot of insurance companies that went under too because of Obamacare.
Yeah.
And then, you know, there was a lot of doctors' offices that had changed how they did things too.
We had a fantastic pediatrician, Dr. Gardner. It was just his office.
Yeah.
That poor man, bless his heart, because he used to have an Obama bumper sticker. Then they passed Obamacare.
Put him out of business.
I put him out of business.
And they said, "You're done."
He couldn't do it anymore because he had to get computers. He had to do all this stuff. And
It's
it was
true.
so bad that he literally had to go out of business. And then one day I get into a huge fight with one of the pediatricians in Guilford Pediatrics.
Oh, God, just calling them out.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm calling them out. And
calling them out.
I start fighting with him and I said, all right, doctor, I forget his name. Go with your little computer everywhere. Go with your little computer everywhere. Because I start losing it. Because
Yeah, 'cause
like
you're
I
just-
did on Saturday.
Right, you're just
And
losing
poor
full.
Presley with strep throat is like, As I'm having a fit in this doctor's office.
Yeah.
Because I think Lamont won. And he was like, oh, Lamont's going to be the best governor
Lamont,
ever.
yeah,
and I
how'd
just
that work
lost
out?
it on him. Yeah,
How'd that work
Connecticut's a
out,
shithole
Connecticut?
now.
You guys loving Ned Lamont?
Talking about Connecticut
Fuckers.
politicians, Rose DeLauro, she got on the national
Oh
stage
my
too.
God, I know.
She was a
Because
huge-
she got on the national stage because people were like, holy shit, do you guys see that fucking freak that's in Congress? That's why she got on, not because of what she said. It was because like, holy shit, that's a congressperson. Well, I mean, they must have kept her in the shadows or something. And then all of a sudden she spoke out too high and everybody's like, holy shit, what is that?
It was so, I mean, I put a picture on Facebook and I said, everybody cannot believe this is a congresswoman.
It was a clown show.
She was my congresswoman, okay?
Yeah.
And guess what happened? She actually called the House to have a fight with Dad because my husband's a bit of a letter writer. And he was writing all these letters against Obamacare, talking about how it was going to ruin the health insurance industry.
Right.
And, you know, ruin health care.
Yep.
She called the House and told his ass off. She did. She was like, knock it off, Scott Villa. And they were going at it back and forth.
Yeah.
I mean, this woman, and progressively, she got worse and worse, and worse.
every year.
She is such a clown.
Yeah, she
Like,
is.
you can't even. I remember she went to go meet Kamala,
Mm-hmm.
and she had on this outfit with like these purple tights and these. It was just
It's
the most
terrible.
embarrassing.
It's
I was like,
terrible.
I can't have this woman represent me anymore. I got to leave Connecticut.
What happened to having class? Why is that such a foreign concept now? You're a government official. Have some fucking class, man.
Honestly, I feel
Like, come on.
I feel like she represents the insanity that the Democrat Party is going for now. Like that's
Right.
their look.
Yeah.
That's their. You know, it's like we're just going to be as crazy as possible and tell you that it's normal.
Yeah. No, you're 100%
And
right.
she was like the spokesperson of that insanity, and we
Yeah.
happen to live there in that district.
That's right. And sold out to the Italians still.
Oh, she totally sold out the Italians.
Sold them out.
Oh my gosh,
respect.
because they used to have a little statue, and I think it was like Worcester Square, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, Columbus.
And she, as an Italian American, and they put that statue up because, believe it or not, the largest lynching ever was against Italian Americans.
It's true.
And
That's
they
right.
put that statue
Never
up to
forget
have
it.
a memoriam for the Italians who got lynched.
Yep.
Because, you know, let's be honest, the WASPs, I guess they weren't into the Italians too much.
No respect.
And she just was like, too bad.
And tore that statue down.
Where I have to give respect to Andrew Cuomo, he left that statue up in Columbus Circle.
That's
Manhattan.
right, he did.
was
That's
like,
right, he did.
"Oh, you're
That's
not
right,
taking
he
down
did.
the Columbus statue."
Cuomo, that's right. Listen,
Yeah.
Cuomo.
He's a real
Cuomo stuck to
Italian,
his
not
guns.
a clown, a real
Cuomo,
Italian
Cuomo
who-
stuck to his guns. He's
He
like, I'm not
sure
taking
did.
down that statue.
He
You guys
sure
can kiss my
did.
ass.
Man,
That's what I'm
but
talking
Rose
about.
DeLauro, that was embarrassing.
Yeah.
And I was embarrassed to have her as my congresswoman because I didn't want anybody to think I actually voted for her.
It's true. It's such a disgrace. She's the worst, and you know it's really sad that that's who people have representing them. I mean, granted, they have a person who flip cars as their state senate representative. So hate to be that guy, but yeah, I mean, you keep voting in a person who could have killed people. So.
And I'm not saying this about all Democrats. I'm saying this about liberals like Rose DeLauro. Liberalism is a mental disorder.
It is a mental
And I
disorder.
know that people get mad at me for saying it, but you cannot think like a rational person and think that some of the policies and the way they act is okay, because it's not.
It's not.
It's clearly a sign of a mental disorder.
Yes.
It really is.
You're 100%
And
right.
our society was going down the tubes, and I was very grateful for Trump winning, man, but if we don't get rid of those freaking the H-1B,
H-1B
visas, they even affect the medical industry too.
Yeah, they do.
You know, like they affect the doctor
Yeah.
residencies. Like, it's just, guys, we got to pray for this country, please.
Yeah.
No more Rose DeLauros.
We
The
need to start
senator with the
focusing on
hoodie that looks-
Americans. But
That's true. The senator, the guy from Pennsylvania who always wears a hoodie,
Yeah.
who never wears a suit into
Yeah.
the Senate. What's his name? That they're saying that he might flip to Republican.
oh, really? The hoodie guy?
The guy from Pennsylvania. What's his name? Fetterman or something, maybe? Like, you know,
Is he a
he's
Dem-
bald.
he's Democrat?
He's a Democrat. He's bald.
I don't know. Hold on.
And,
Let's take a
he had
look.
a stroke.
Let's get that
he
answer.
was crazy. And Dr. Oz lost to him. What does that say about Dr. Oz, right?
Yeah. Oh, yes. You're right. He did lose to him. Hold
I
on.
think it's Fetterman, if I'm not mistaken.
Senator
I'm not
who-
sure.
let's
Senator
see.
who wears hoodie, who's bald, who had a stroke, and still won the Senate seat in Pennsylvania.
John Fetterman.
John Fetterman.
John
Yes.
Fetterman, yeah.
So he is comparable with Rosa.
Yeah, but I mean, look, listen, compared to Rose, I think I would take the guy wearing. Oh yeah, there he is. We got him on the screen, John Fetterman. That's him with the hoodie on. Look
Wait,
at him.
that's not John Fetterman.
That's not John
No.
Fetterman. Oh. You're right. It's not. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Hold on. Let's get him. Hold on. I
I
got
think
him right
that's
here.
somebody acting like John
Here
Fetterman.
he is. Here he is. Here he is. Here he is. This is
Oh,
John
gosh,
Fetterman.
that's not a good look.
This is perfect. This is perfect. Hold on. I'm sending it to you, Bowie, right now. This is it. This is what we need. This is what we need up right here. Hold on.
Oh my gosh, John Fetterman. Our insurance went up 75% after Obamacare and was forced to get insurance through Connecticut because we're self-employed. Bullshit. Isn't that the truth? There's
There he
John
is. There's John.
Fetterman.
There's
oh my
John.
gosh. Oh.
There he is. Yeah, he looks like he'd switch to Republican, to be honest with you.
He's talking about it. You know why? Because
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's happening. Scott Pressler is going all over Pennsylvania and
Yep.
registering everybody Republican.
Yeah.
You know, and then I was listening to the Teamsters guy. I think they're going to be endorsing Republicans soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but I don't
mean,
know.
how could they not be?
After that Vivek and Elon bullshit, he may be like, I almost got fooled.
It's true.
So
It's
let's
true.
just pray that,
It's true. Well, listen, the biggest thing in 2024 obviously was the election. We won the election. We did our part.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the country went out and voted. We needed to change direction clearly, and we got that, right? The American
Yep.
people responded. That was the biggest thing. We needed people to get out there and respond to the bullshit, and they did. So let's be happy there. I do think that Trump is going to be America first. I'm not worried. I think that we're overstressing it. He took care of Americans the last time. He's going to take care of Americans again. We
I
can't
hope
get too
so.
crazy and get after Trump. But I mean, listen, a lot of things happen. We have the Olympics that were in France.
which we showed how great America is.
We did.
I mean, you know,
We
American
kicked ass.
exceptionalism.
Yeah.
We kicked everybody's ass.
We
That's
kicked ass
America.
up and
That's
down.
America. And you're going to tell me that we're dumb and lazy?
Yep.
To freaking win all those gold medals?
Yep.
We're
That's
dumb
right.
and lazy, and we won all those gold medals.
That's
Kiss
right.
my
The jocks.
ass.
The jocks.
Kiss my ass. The jocks, baby.
The jocks.
with the gold medals.
That's right.
And the silver medal. Like, they kicked ass.
Yep. Up and down.
God
Up and
bless
down at the
America,
Olympics.
baby. God
Up and
bless
down at the
America,
Olympics.
baby.
It
Oh
really
my
was.
gosh,
It
I'm
was
getting
awesome.
crazy again.
It was
I love
awesome.
the Olympics.
The
I love
Olympics
the
get you fired
Olympics.
up. I can't wait for
I
the
love
Winter
the
Olympics
Olympics.
next year. I'm fired up for the Winter Olympics next year.
American exceptionalism. There's
Yeah.
nothing like watching Americans who bust their ass working so hard to be
Yep.
the best
Yep.
come through and they're the best.
It's true. It
It's
really
just-
is. It just takes you.
Oh my gosh,
the
it's a whole
patriotism.
other level.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. It just makes you feel so good.
It does.
It makes
and
you feel
I love
so good.
America.
Yeah.
I love this country so much, and I love all my American brothers and sisters.
I agree. Well, how about Scavell? How about the dissing of Catholics at the Olympics? That was crazy. But look what happened. The French they decided we're going to go after the Catholic Church. We're going to take a shit on it. As soon as Notre Dame opens back up, the French government collapses completely.
Exactly.
Instantly.
That was
Notre
crazy.
Dame opens back up after years
Yeah.
of after being burnt down. They reconstructed. It opens back up. The French government falls instantly. They're voting voting in a new order. It's a complete change. It's a complete change. I think the French people, just like the Americans said, and just like the Germans said, let's watch out for the Germans. The Germans get a little crazy when they decide, you guys are all fucking us over. We're fucking done. We're gonna take you all over now. They get a little crazy, so let's watch out. Here come the Germans. But everybody's deciding we're done with the bullshit of taking care of everybody else. Let's take care of everybody else. Let's worry about everybody else's shit. Let's give money here, give money there. Let's be clean energy. Let's do this. Let's do it. How about you take care of your people first? People are waking up, and it's happening in Europe. It's happening here. It's happening everywhere across the globe. People are turning their backs on the globalist agenda. That was another big 2024 headline. The globalists are falling apart. It's time to go back to nationalism. It's time to go back to taking care of your people first.
Yeah.
That's what's going on here.
Yeah.
Get fired up. Times are changing. Times are changing now. Times are changing. Collapse the government everywhere. You have the Israel and the Palestinians. Coach is anti-Israel. She's all about the Palestinians now. She's got a Palestinian flag hanging at the house. She's all about it. She's ready to go. Let those Israelites know what's going on. Old school.
No.
Tell them, Coach.
No, I'm disgusted. Do you know that they tested a nuclear bomb in Syria?
Well,
that's disgusting. I should have had that video too. That's disgusting. They literally tested a nuclear bomb in Syria. I bet you those people wishing Assad was back.
Assad's fighting ISIS. We're fighting ISIS. Listen, Coach.
We trained ISIL.
ISIL, yeah, I know.
That's what they used to call ISIL.
That is what it. But I mean, that's crazy that they tested a nuclear bomb. Who tested the Jews?
Israel, yeah. They tested
the nuclear
bomb in Syria.
Happy Hanukkah,
Atomic,
yeah. Bring it on.
Let me tell you, it is
They gotta let them know
really
what's going on, huh?
terrifying what is going on in this world. And we all have to pray
Get back to the
every
prayer.
single day. And I have to say, because my vision board was all about Jesus, I really didn't have a terrible 2024.
You had a pretty good 2024. Coach, you starred in a movie.
Yeah, I starred in a movie.
You starred in a movie.
It was at the Wyndham Casino. Of course, I had to miss it because of my surgery.
But it came out really well.
In the wheelchair.
It came out good, though.
It was fantastic. Presley came home so happy.
Yeah.
He was so proud of the whole project, the movie. He was proud of us, even though he gave the Best Actor award to Dad.
Yeah, he said Dad was unbelievable in his turn and look scene.
Yes, my husband was an extra in one of the
and brought the house down.
And was the best actor, he said, of the whole film.
I mean, he was great. That scene was awesome, I have to say.
I mean, the whole movie was great.
Yeah, it was. It was great. And then, not only, a little less known fact, you starred in a play in New York City.
Yes.
You went to New York, lived in New York for a month, and you starred in a play and kicked ass.
Got nominated for Best Actress.
Yeah.
I lost. But at
Should've
least I
won.
was
Should've
nominated
won.
for my
That was
first
political
time on
correctness.
stage. I think it was political correctness, too. I think they were a little bit like our play was,
It was political correctness.
It was a MAGA play.
It wasn't even that much of a MAGA play.
But it was just showing how a family is more important than politics.
Correct.
That's why I was so offended when everybody's like, fight with your family if they voted for Trump. The whole play is about how politics is not the most important thing. Family is the most important thing. And love is the most important thing.
And Democrats disagree. They disagree.
Well, because they worship politics, because none of them go to church and pray.
Yeah.
They are so... Liberalism is a mental disorder.
Yep.
If you think that a politician cares about you more than your family, you're freaking delusional.
Yeah.
You really are. That's why I'll go against Trump in a second if he starts putting America second.
Oh, my God. With the fucking going against Trump. What are you
saying,
talking about?
There's only one.
We're not going against Trump. Trump is doing the right thing. Everything is fine. Right. You're getting crazy for no reason. Listen, we don't know what's going to happen with the H-1B whatever visas. Trump is known for bringing jobs back for the American people. He wants to be an exporter, not an importer. We're going to be energy independent. Listen, think about how many Americans are going to get hired to go work back on those pipelines when we're energy independent.
Well, from your
there's going to be
God's
tons of
ears.
jobs. He's American first. He's always been that way. He's not going to be like, I'm America first, but fuck you guys. I'm bringing in foreigners to come, mine this oil field. That's not what's going to happen. Just wait. Vivek is an asshole, and he's a bitter asshole because he didn't have sex in high school. He's a fucking nerd, and that's what happened. That's why he's bitter. So let's just relax. Let's see what happens. We're 3 weeks away from the biggest inauguration in American history. But speaking of inaugurations,
what?
Jimmy Carter.
Oh, Jimmy Carter passing away.
Talk about one last hurrah for 2024, right? One last thank God. No,
that guy looked like the mummy when they took him to go vote. I couldn't even believe it.
He didn't vote. Talk about voter fraud. There's no fucking way that guy went and filled out a ballot. Zero chance.
I know. They him, and
Zero
I'm like,
chance.
that's the mummy, literally. I couldn't even believe he was still alive.
Yeah, he's a disgrace. Like, I mean, come on. Look, did you see him?
I heard the Democrats
Holy
are happy
shit.
because during the inauguration, they're going to have the flag half staff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
because
For a whole
Jimmy
month? He gets a
Carter-
whole month of half staff?
I don't know the rules of
That's
when a
bullshit,
president
half
dies. I
staff.
don't know
No
the rules.
way. No chance. I'd be like, kiss my
That's
ass.
what I
half
saw
staff.
that today, and I was like,
No, maybe half staff for a day. He was the worst president of ever. Of all time.
He was really bad.
Like, come
He
on.
was
What are you
really
talking about
bad.
half staff? It's not like, oh, listen, Reagan just died. We got to have staff. Like, he was like known, like between both parties, like one of the worst of all time.
Mm-hmm.
He was terrible. So, I mean, come on. Give me a break, dude. And you held on to 100 years old, dude. Give me a break. That's it.
Really weird.
Yeah. So,
It's
see you
really
later,
a weird
Jimmy.
story.
It was a good run. Thanks
So
for
what
playing.
were you so grateful for? Like, what were you, or how was 2024 for you? I think it was a good year of growth for you. Like,
It was a good year of growth.
I mean,
it
you
was
have
a
a
good year
great
for
job
growth.
now. You have two
Great jobs. I got two great jobs. Things are trending in a really good direction. I'm happy. It was a rough ride, but a lot of great things came from it. So.
And we're doing the podcast.
And we're
Ted.
doing the podcast. Make the Right Play came back in 2024. So clap it up for what you guys
it's
saying,
true.
hanging out. Clap it up. 2024 brought back Make the Right Play, and it's been wonderful to be back with you guys. You guys have been awesome, hanging out in chat and watching our show and supporting us. We really appreciate you. 2025 will be a big year of growth. Hopefully we grow in subscribers, we grow in viewership, we grow everywhere, and hopefully we make millions of dollars by the end of
And you know what
2025.
the key is? We have your buoy this time.
That's right. We got your buoy.
so
We got
we're so
a producer.
professional.
That's what we're talking about. Shout out your buoy media. Your buoy media in Pensacola, Florida. Shout out your buoy
We do
media.
clips when we had the emergency episode. We couldn't do
That's
any clips
right.
or anything.
We did a
Like,
whole episode, right? Remote.
Yeah, well,
We kicked ass.
that was. Well, I was ranting and raving. Being
It was a great
crazy.
episode. If you haven't seen it, you got to go watch it. It's on YouTube. It's on Rumble.
was
It's
a
on.
crazy
You got to
person.
go check it out. It was a great rant.
Well, our viewership has grown. That we had 2 people from the UK who said, "Try not drinking the next time you do a podcast." And I was
It's
like,
true.
they were like, "You were pissed," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, pissed means drunk and great brain. I'm not drunk. Why does everybody keep?"
I know.
So
Coach.
Make the Right Play is growing.
Make
so
the Right Play is growing.
I really hope next year we have a great year.
We are. We're
And
going to have a
continue
great
to
year.
grow.
We're going to be live every week. We're going to be kicking ass. It's going to be awesome. 2025 is going to be a great year. Guys, I want you to go make sure, enjoy New Year's Eve with your families. Enjoy going out, hanging out, having a good time. Enjoy. Guys, if you're drinking and don't get too fucked up where you can't drive, make sure you guys have a driver. Okay, be safe out there on the roads. It is a big night for DUI, so make sure you guys are safe out there. It's gonna be a good time where everybody's gonna have fun. Enjoy your New Year's. Coach, any last messages for 2024? What do we got?
Happy New Year!
Well, guys, we're back next week, Wednesday. We'll see you usual time, usual place, YouTube, Facebook, Rumble. Guys, if you're watching this right now, make sure you're liking, make sure you're subscribing to the pages, right? Rumble, I see a ton of views, but I don't see a lot of followers. I don't see a lot of likes. Make sure you're liking, make sure you're following. Or YouTube, make sure you're subscribing, make sure you're sharing, make sure you're liking, make sure you're commenting. We want to hear from you guys, right? Feel free to join the show next week. Send us messages. Tell us what you want to hear us talk about. If you see something in the news, we'd love to hear from you guys, right? Make sure you're tuning in. Share us. Send us out there. We love hearing from you guys. Make sure you're checking us out. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Amazon Music. Make sure you're sending us, listening there as well. And we can't wait to see you guys in 2025. Have a wonderful new year. Happy New Year to everybody at home, everybody watching. Enjoy your night tomorrow night. Enjoy watching Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen live. And make sure you're watching Dick Clark New Year's Eve and enjoy the weekend of football. Enjoy Wednesday of football. Guys, we'll see you guys in 2025. Happy New Year, everybody.
God bless you.